Welcome everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. This is your Divine Masculine Twin Flame read in front of you. A little bit of clearing. Okay, today is March 10th, 2020. So we had the full moon yesterday, and today is the Mercury going direct. And the read for the masculine here was done at 11:37 a.m. today. And the 11 is Justice, the 37, the King of Cups. We have the 10 of today, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And then the day adding up to, is it 17 today? Yeah, the Star, 13. So the 10 of Wheel of Fortune and the Star, which is great energy. I was feeling a little bit off today, just energetically, just feeling a little bit drained. Not bad or negative, but just drained today. I was a little bit off. I slept well last night, but the night before I didn't sleep at all. So I was catching up a little bit, so my body might just be a little bit off from that. The cut and deal for the SIRIAN Starseed deck, which is the main deck for this read. And for those of you who aren't familiar with me, this is a 7-deck read. The main deck is the SIRIAN Starseed deck. With the Rider-Waite Mini, we have the Tarot Sexual Magic, the Numerology deck, the Universal Golden Tarot, as well as the Gilded Tarot. And also it's for the Divine Masculine, but it can be for the masculine within the feminine as well. And it is a general read, so if something doesn't resonate with you, then it's not for you. Don't force it to fit. There's a lot of specific messages for people in this read, as well as general messages for everybody, because it is 7 decks. It's a lot of energy for a lot of people. So, and if you should need anything from me or you'd like a read, all of my information is below, as well as on my website at twinflames3344.com, and my email is the same at gmail.com. And I also have a CD out there. It's called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn Stainthorpe. So if you'd like to check that out, it's on Amazon, Google Play, CD Baby, and iTunes. And $1 is a great way to get a song and support me in what I'm doing every day if you'd like me to continue this free content here. And if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Sharing my video really helps. It helps get this information out to other people, which is really important. So I'd appreciate your help in that. And if you'd like to comment, please comment below. I really enjoy reading those comments and connecting with you guys on that level. So getting into the read here, we have at 11:37, we finished here. Again, the Justice and the King of Cups, Unconditional Love. The major arcana for this read were the Moon, which is Luna, the Hangman, the Star, which today's energy is the Star, as well as the Tower came up. Whereas yesterday it was upright energy, today it's more reversed energy, like after the fact. Before the read, we also had Abundance, which is like the Empress, and then after the read, the Solar Deity, or the Sun, and Reflection, which is the Hermit. We had 1 sword, 3 cups, 1 wand, and 2 pentacles, so mostly cup energy for the masculine today, and that's about heart-based emotions. And then we have the Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, and when I wrote down the Page of Pentacles, I was getting Speaker of the House. And in this read, which I didn't know at the time I wrote this down, the masculine sees himself as the Page of Pentacles, which is reversed, by the way, in this read. So the Page of Pentacles is the Speaker of the House, and that was at 11:51, which is the King of Swords and Justice. So, and that can be Libra energy, right? Justice and the King of Swords. So Speaker of the House, and then we have also the Knight of Cups coming up after the read, which was upright. As far as numbers and the code line, the numbers were, we had only double 4s in the read today. So 44, which is that mastering energy of the masters, grounding, integrating, and mastering, actually receiving love, because with twins, they need to learn how to receive love better, because they're really good at giving it out, but not as good at receiving it. So we also had, like, the even numbers were coming up, 2, 4, 6, 8, but also 1 came up. 1, 4, 6, 8, and 10 were the primary numbers here. And then the code line was all about the number 6, or the Lovers. And the message on the code line had to do with physical activity, healing, following your dreams and personal growth for the masculine, and it's all blue and purple energies, you know, so going from, there's some teal in there too, so maybe a little bit from the high heart to the throat and up to through the third eye is really the focused energy for the masculine today. The underlying energy was blue as well, so really about speaking their truth and using their intuition. So the message being about physical activity, healing, following your dreams and personal growth, and the Lovers being number 6. Some of the other numbers that came up, just 14 was important, which is the Temperance card of the angels. 46, which is the children of the garden, right? The secret garden. 68, which is that Page of Pentacles, which the masculine thinks he is today, reversed though. And then 8, 10, begin again. But 8, skipping the 9, 8, 10 is 810, and 81 is the end of karma in the numerology book, the Divine Triangle. So the message here was kind of interesting. It was very simple. There wasn't much to work with here, but it had to do with the acronyms FO and TW, and there's a lot of different interpretations of both of those acronyms. So I'm going to give you some of the definitions because some of these things might come up for you, which didn't for me, so you might get more messages out of this. But FO, which is the obvious for us, is faux or something false, FAUX. It also has to do with, FO is an abbreviation for folio, like a paper folio. It also means water, faux, and it's the pronunciation for the letter F. Brother, cousin, it also means to peel, to put, place, set, down, or do, make, get, those actions, as well as under, below, but it also means in front of or before, and it also meant, there was some other energies, but it's like all directions, like all over the place, so that was definitely coming up here. Below, foe, the combative, the opposed or dangerous, foreboding, the madman, beneath, towards, through, so here's those other directions, and then under the influence of, or having fun, the number 4 also comes up as well, and it's also all about the he, him, or beau, we're also coming up for FO. For TW, which is funny because TW is a park, Thomas Williams, not far from me, third wheel comes up, as well as, well, the first ones that came up were total weight always comes up first for me. Trade web came up, Taiwan, Twitter, and then OP came up again yesterday. OP came up yesterday, like Opie, and but that was from Taiwan, associated with Taiwan. OP.GG Taiwan. Toxic waste came up, as well as third wheel, third world, Twin Brook, tailwind, the Trojan wall, which by the way is the Trajan wall. It's not really the Trojan wall. Teeny weeny, trigger warning, threat warning, test water, trans woman, so transsexual was coming up this week as well. Terawatt, flake off, field order, flip off, field office, face off, first order, and then fallout, freak out, or far out, and fluid ounce all came up. But there's a lot more, but those were the ones that were standing out to me. Also from TW means this, and it means actually the 0 in Egyptian, the 1, the someone, something unspecified, referring to the king at that time. It also means tail, so tailwinds came up again, and it means was there anything else? The water was, why am I writing water again? The water was the FO, but the TW has to do with the 0, which was very cool, because that, for me, that's my code for the human source, the human containing source energy. So for the code line here, we have the 0, the Egyptian 1, the third wheel, the tailwind, the tail king, the Trojan wall, the trigger warning, trans woman, Taiwan, face off, freak out, and field office. But the divine masculine, in his emotions all over the place, in all directions, is a trigger warning, a dangerous madman, the fool, the emperor, or the Luna 6 also came up, and we just had the full moon of the Lovers, okay? And it was in Virgo, which is the Virgin. 0 is the Egyptian 1, and then the pharaohs came up, And Pharaoh actually comes from great house, which actually then became adopted to the name for the king, but it actually meant originally great house. So the Pharaoh came up, the name for the palace in ancient Egypt became synonymous with the Egyptian king. Around the 18th dynasty, that was 1539 to 1292, around there. And by the 22nd dynasty, that it was basically considered a term of respect. And that's when King Tut came up, who died at age 19, around 1324 BC. And some other pharaohs came up that I was looking into. But that's when the Trajan Wall came up, because in wikipedia.org, it's basically saying it's not really the Trojan Wall, it's the Trajan Wall, Tragan, in Romania. And it was built, thought to be built against the Huns. And there's actually 3 different walls, 2 of them from Danube and to Constanta, and the other one from Axiopolis. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing them right, and then Black Sea coast. So if anything comes up for you guys around that stuff, please say so in the comments. Anything to do with Egyptian pharaohs. But the divine masculine in his emotions all over the place. Trigger warning, Pharaoh, or the great house. And then the Tra from the Trajan, or Trajan. And Trey was coming up for me yesterday. And is ending up translating to me as very. In French, it's Trey. But also Trey always comes up from Sex and the City, right? He was the gentleman who saved the lady, right? Fallout also comes up at the full moon with the lovers. The 6, the Sophia 9, the collective consciousness of the feminine, and going into the new moon. And there's something about the new moon with the lovers here. So this may be, this trigger warning may be for this time period between now and the new moon. But there also could be an indication here of 6 quarter moons, which is a month and a half. So not this new moon, but the next one. But also could be 6 new moons, which would end up the August new moon at the end of August. Yeah, so we get into this. Just a couple things that came up online were the Rainbow Six Siege, best moment of December. It was spelled D-E-Z, like it's in another language translated, of 2019 on YouTube. And the things under that were listed, things like road rage and brake checks gone wrong, things like that. And then another header was a girl at mom's, a boy at dad's. It was a transgender case in Dallas, Texas, of a 6-year-old child named James, whose mother was calling him Luna because she was insisting that he was a girl, where the father was insisting he's fine as a boy at his house. And, you know, there's that big, tearing the kid apart between the parents who are split up. So that kind of energy is coming up here. The read starts, I started translating at 121, which is the Magician and the World, 21. Let's see what that was from Trey. Just give me 1 second. Let's see where Trey. Yeah, Trey came up last night for me. Last night. It had to do with the mother, and Adonai came up as well as Lord and Master. Adonai, like Adonai Eloheinu. The mother, and the name Sam was coming up last night as well. There's a show of power from the mother. Also, Maid was coming up, which is funny because someone I know has a business named Maid, so there's a plug for you. And then the Chariot was coming up in a show of power with aiding the mother, Say Ma, aiding in the show of power of the Chariot, which is the masculine and feminine together ascending in a high vibration of the touchstone or touch tone in a natural environment. And I was getting like au naturel, like très naturel, like maybe the mother's opinion about the divine feminine, something like that going on here. But again, that takes us back to Sex and the City and Trey and his mother, right? Because she was very controlling. So the read starts here with the Page of Swords reversed, and it was all over the underlying energy, the Page of Swords reversed, right here. And then we have the Four of Wands here, the abundance or the Empress there, and there's the Two of Cups there. All right, so it's a relationship between the home and the mother, right? Because we have the Four of Wands and then the Empress, and then the Two of Cups. All right, so this is this one-to-one relationship, whether it's with his mother or his partner or the relationship with his home. Maybe that's more important to him than anything. But it has to do with the mothering here. The Page of Swords is reversed with the Four of Wands reversed, which has to do with instability. So whether it's an unstable home environment, or somebody's moving or ending their marriage, or can be visiting a friend or having visitors stay at your house as well, comes up for the Four of Wands reversed for me. And then the Abundance card was upright, or the Empress upright, and then the Two of Cups was upright as well. So there's that strong connection. Rumors. There could be a child that's unhappy here with the Page of Swords, but that can just have to do with messages or communication, but it's reversed. So the child's unhappy, or there's rumors or spying, silent treatment, or no message or news after instability or a move. It could be also a child mouthing off or lying, an end of a marriage, a visit with a friend, but the Empress or mother or soulmate, the bond or of the partner here is coming up. Dumping emotional attachments, detoxing chaos, coming clean, getting clean. The Ten of Pentacles reversed dysfunction, that, you know, that wealthy or abundant family dysfunction, or could be distorted view of money and its value over love and family, that kind of stuff, or loss of money, or spending, payout, and lovers' division of assets and kids, or issues between the Page of Swords reversed and the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family and grieving and coming out. So again, with transgender and all that kind of stuff, somebody could be coming out. Or lovers stopping activities and selling stuff that no longer resonates, and a child could be pissed off about that, or parents helping child to detox if they have some codependency issues or addictions, but it could be difficult emotionally, or just for no news or bad news about a family or business breaking up or down, breaking it down, and a child may be acting out with immature words, just all the things that they would normally act up about. They could be mean, they could be lying, spying, spreading rumors, things like that. Or being told they have to go with the mother, but wants to stay with the father. Could also be grandparents as well. And then at 1:34 here, I was hearing that woo-woo bird outside who goes, woo, woo. So that was outside. Oh, before I forget to tell you, because I will, this is hysterical. Before, I ran and showered before I did this video. And when I went out to run, after I finished this read, because I'd done this read already, as soon as I finished the read, I went out to run, and I go out on my front walk, and as I get to the railing at the top of the steps, there's literally a bone there, and nuts cracked open. So, and I was thinking to myself, there was definitely a bit of sexual exchange between me and my twin around 3:44 to 3:49, and it was after that that I went out for my run. So when I saw the animal bone and the nuts cracked open, which is obviously my squirrel who was here yesterday, I told you about him. He was standing up in the front staring at me. As soon as I looked down, I was like, give a dog a bone, right? It was so funny that I saw that. But I had to share that with you. So the bird was saying woo woo at 1:34, which is the Magician, and the Eight of Wands, which is the arrows of love, but also that energy exchange, that sexual energy exchange. The Divine Masculine coming up satisfied with self, despite downturn or slowdown or twist of fate, finding peace in the need of sunshine, drained, sick, tired, overexposed, stuck or trapped, traveling for hours, moving or visiting a friend or relative, or happy alone now the kids have gone back to the mothers, or stuck without car at home with the kids, or sick and dealing with chaos at home and unable to get out of it. The dogs want to go out and no sun today, or traveling with the dogs and not really happy about it, or vacation was canceled, or stuck on vacation with people you don't want to be around, but making the best of it. The Tower was reversed and the Chariot reversed. Expected chaos, stuck, unable to travel in the aftermath of sudden events, or an epiphany of avoiding a disaster, but stuck traveling perhaps with a needy kid. The Page of Pentacles reversed, which actually comes up as the masculine, how he sees himself, and the Hermit stuck together. The Hermit shedding light on why the child or student or one who never learns their lesson is stuck, unable to move forward, or taking dog or dogs, multiple, to the vet, or a child to go out and see pets because they've been begging and willing to pay for a pet, promising to walk them, etc. Taurus upright, Gemini upright, Capricorn reversed, Libra reversed, Leo reversed, Cancer reversed, Virgo upright, Scorpio reversed. We're all here at this energy here. Let go, control issues came up for the masculine, as well as love yourself first. Soulmates are out being seen or just partners. The Queen of Wands 2 on the other side. World upside down, or Pisces reversed, or Divine Feminine in another 5D world. Injustice or Libra reversed at 149, which is the Magician, and the Get Your Wish card, the Nine of Cups. And the Page of Swords reversed with a negative message or news, spying, rumors, or negative self-talk. Focusing on hands and feet, elbows and butts. Unfair, they are worlds apart without a message. Pisces and Libra unhappy, a negative goat or Capricorn energy surrounding the Divine Masculine or in his pockets, one worse than the other. Dark energies at his sides. He keeps seeing memories of the Divine Feminine moments when they were together and in 5D realm together. That was coming up here. And then relationship change is 56, which is the Two of Swords, being in your knowing and keeping to yourself. And then below that was creativity, or number 3, which is the Empress energy. So we have not letting go to allow transformation, so still holding back. The Tower came in without, or the Tower came in with the higher self, which is the twin, in knowing, and or did I write down there? So if they, and here's the Tower coming in with the higher self, which is the feminine energy, and talking about the sexual energy and orgasm energy, all that kind of stuff, and the masculine keeping that, or epiphanies to themselves. Dead tired in the never-ending story, and boom, a sudden event with the higher self, high priestess, secret or psychic abilities, and knowing without knowing. The Ten of Cups reversed, end or family or emotional cycle, frustrated and creative block with their world upside down, incomplete or needing closure. Letting go of the third baton and allowing the world to fall apart. Triggered at home, it's not what it used to be, the world upside down for the Page of Swords reversed, in an unstable home or moving, or parents splitting up, or sent to stay with a friend or grandparents, and the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Swords reversed in a relationship change. That could be the inner children of the relationship the masculine's in, or can have to do with their children as well. Because the masculine coming up as the Page of Pentacles could be that his child's energy is in his energy today, all day. So affecting the Page of Swords reversed, greater than the Page of Pentacles reversed, but both are struggling. One could be mouthing off and the other is not doing well in school, or just feeling like they're in an alternate universe. So this is kids, could be involved here because they may be awakening as well. The recent past is the Four of Cups reversed, starting over in love, no more wishing on a star, the Emperor with unhappy family, or ended a family or emotional cycle of unhappiness and not expressing feelings, holding back from the Empress with the Page of Cups reversed, and happy on her own. So this Empress here is coming up as happy on her own next to this Page of Cups reversed, which can be her rejection or her vulnerability, or it can literally be another child who's being spoiled right now. They can be spoiled or whiny or just getting what they want and kind of not doing anything. Happy on her own, rejected by him, like I said, or with a child not presently doing anything. Could be spoiled or just happy on their own. It could be seen as spoiled on the masculine's end, but it may not be that at all. Or the Empress with a baby who cries, but happy on her own. The foundation here is the Hangman reversed, soulmates or partners awake and on journey. The Queen of Cups reversed, suffering in silence, and doing announcements perhaps, or purging judgments, and dealing with the wake-up call to action. Awakened to the Queen of Cups reversed, hanging over him and partner, suffering in silence in awakening, and a call to lead the way, or calling with good news, waking up the sleepyheads to get moving. The Page of Swords reversed is awake or had an idea, And the central energy is the Ace of Wands upright, right? One big flame, a new passion and creativity. The flame. The King of Swords and the King of Cups reversed. The King of Swords is upright. Or emotionally detaching from the Knight of Swords, rushing in with the truth. Happy with self, or the Knight of Swords truth is causing a wedge between a King of Swords and a King of Cups reversed. And that was at 214, which is Valentine's Day, the High Priestess and the Patience card of the Temperance. The Emperor's upright at the full moon, inspired, and the King of Swords. The Emperor here can be the King of Swords, but it can be separate from the King of Swords as well. The King of Swords is coming up next to the King of Cups reversed, which can be another aspect of his personality or a separate person. And then there's that Knight of Swords there too. But the Emperor's above the King of Swords, and definitely could be the same person or just someone who's hanging over his head, but they're both upright. Also the King, Queen, and Page of Cups are all reversed. Just the Knight of Cups is upright. But the Knight of Cups is upright here, walking away and within, and challenged by the full moon and working with the Queen of Pentacles reversed as partners. There may be bad memories or difficult kids they're dealing with, reaping rewards but without closure, or their world turned around, or reaping rewards of another world, or the past returns, reaping rewards of another world with their soulmate. Bored and starting over, tired of the same old thing, the worst is over in a state of bliss, walking away and within to find the missing piece. A moody Sagittarius or teen doing better, and the King of Wands reversed is tired of being sneaky and closing the distance gap, with High Priestess, patient angel, receiving an offer of passion and new growth, sex or creative project from the Hermit upright with the light, look out below, distracted, healing, healer, dreams come true in the aftermath of sudden events. The Knight of Pentacles reversed comes up as stubborn, lazy, on strike, disabled, unable to function in the awakening. It can just be someone who chooses to be still as well. The Star, or it could be someone just feels stuck. The Star is crowning with the Knight of Wands rushing back and the Knight of Pentacles stuck, and he juggling between them. The high vibration to the Knight of Wands and the low vibration to the Knight of Pentacles reversed. The Star, the Three of Pentacles. It could be an issue at work. With the King of Pentacles reversed, could be losing money and status. The Sun in the middle is reversed between them, the work and the King of Pentacles. So could be drained, tired, just overexposed, sick, needing sunshine, vacation time. But the Star or Aquarius energy is crowning here, is going that way. And he left behind. It's coming up like the Aquarius, the Star, or the healing energy, or the person getting their dreams coming true. Whatever the energy, if it's just an Aquarius person, is like pointing, going that way. And then he left behind. Sorry about that. And he left behind with kids and issues at work, not getting along, or financial issues and drained, losing money and status, or ungrounded King of Pentacles reversed with his world in disarray. The full moon with the dark night moving toward inequity, with Aquarius or healing in their dreams, in debt, scammed, or dream girl shocked you, walking like an Egyptian, injured and left behind, but sovereign and doing well despite energetic prisoner of the King of Wands reversed and closing the gap. Surrendering, caught with their pants down by dark priestess and Sagittarius or angel, inspired the Knight of Cups to offer love to unstable family. Working to align, obsessing over cutting cords, hair, or threads, or obsessing over new passion, third energy, with Queen of Swords reversed, Hermit or Virgo, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, Magician, Aquarian, or just the Magician in general can be Gemini, Virgo, sometimes Aries for me as well. But the Magician Aquarian ready to eat you for dinner, like he's not happy. Someone's either too hungry, right? They're hangry, or they're ready to cut you. Or the Magician is hangry, like I said, detoxing, Virgo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. detoxing food, sex, or anger issues after getting caught, unable to function in awakening. Soon as the Ten of Cups reversed, where the cycle, that family emotional cycle is just done. Patient holding on to come together in joy after heartbreak and separation in another world, but without closure at this moment. Injustice of the Page of Pentacles reversed, grieving and working to align with the Queen of Pentacles reversed soulmate in separation. Reunion and a twist of fate with the Magician in the 5D meditation. Libra, Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius here. He sees himself as the Page of Pentacles reversed, curious about abilities, guarded during the fall into new passion that's been offered. The Queen of Wands in Justice at present, or with Libra reversed, or divorcing at present at 245, which is the High Priestess, and the Five of Cups, which can be grieving or not letting go of that third baton, staying at the Y in the road. Or divorcing at present, Leo or ego is out of control or going through ego death. So honeymoon comes up for the masculine, which has to do with time away, and then past life relationship, and also soulmate comes up. So of course that has to do with the connection between them. All right. Around the Divine Masculine, or how he is seen, the Tower reversed in the aftermath of sudden events. The Page of Wands is inspired by defenselessness to energies and need of sunshine, or crazy kids who are now unable to affect him. So this is the masculine learning how to stay present and not get triggered. Drained and carrying the weight of the world, but feeling defenseless to all responsibilities weighing upon him, but learning not to care and just follow his inspiration in the aftermath of sudden events, explosions, epiphanies, or orgasm. Clear blocks, Divine Masculine of the Six of Cups reversed, in a negative past or difficult kids, or the past returning and keeping to self. Staying pure, it's like the masculine wanting to stay pure in his marriage or commitment or Taurus, and protecting his heart as opposed to being authentic to himself, and knowing you are, as the masculine, not dirty no matter what, that all is love, serving your higher self and your inner calling, and no one else. Love to all, but love self first. So there could be the masculine in a split, a lie, a need for clarity to cut through the BS of the meditation in the 5D and the Magician embodiment. Physical activity, healing, following your dreams came up, as well as personal growth, domestic harmony, even more so is domestic harmony and teaching and learning. So it's easy for the masculine to teach, but maybe not as easy for him to learn. So it's about that balanced reciprocation in every situation. The Lover's Triangle and awakening process, working with crystals and aligning with desires, detoxing stardom, Aquarius after fight, and offering money or new life to Aquarius or for their own dreams and healing, or punitive damages for pain and suffering. The Star at work, healing, dreams come true after conflict and offered a dream opportunity. Working in need of sunshine, the Hermit with light, and the Knight of Cups offer of love at Trinity or place of co-creation. Prisoner, anxiety, fear of the King of Pentacles is the High Priestess or the higher self, his higher self, always on his mind, which is the feminine. And then bad news or no news, or harsh messages, rumors, or a child in the awakening with ideas, or has a big ego. The Page of Pentacles reversed in need of help and someone to talk to in the aftermath of Tower and starting over in love with new passion. At 3 o'clock, sirens were going on. Challenged by the full moon and ending a family cycle with kids or twins struggling. Healing and dreams come true. Shining light, working to align with crystalline energy and getting his ducks in a row. Drained, tired, sick, and the Hermit and the Knight of Cups offering love to his business, perhaps. Hostage of the King of Pentacles, High Priestess, or his higher self, which is the Divine Feminine. The Secret, or his psychic abilities, or his higher self. The Page of Swords reversed with news of starting over. Cycle is not yet complete, though. Awake with new passion for healing and stardom, and challenged by the full moon, and in need of help, money, or opportunity, an ending of a family cycle in the aftermath of a difficult past, and working to align in meditation of sunshine, Hermit, Knight of Cups, offer of love and co-creation. Yep. And that was everything. So let me pull you a few oracle cards to see what's going on right now. Let's see what we have here. We're going to start with the energy deck. Let's see what comes up. Take a deep breath, guys. So for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all those concerned, what is it we need to know? What do we need to learn? This is for the divine masculine twin flames and the divine feminine twin flames. What is the message from this read that they need to know? That we all need to know. All right, these three. All right, we have 37, 28, and 35. 37 is third chakra, Archangel Shemuel, which has to do with your confidence and your solar plexus, okay, to shine your light. We have 28, which is victory, like over any fears. 28 is the twins, it's the choice of path, but this is finding the victory and finding peace within yourself. So showing your confidence and having victory of peace no matter what. And then we have first chakra, Archangel Michael, coming up, which is 35, which is the wounded warrior, the Nine of Wands, but also the Mary Magdalene energy. So take care of your root chakra, a lot of reds and yellow energy. And it's kind of showing to have, use your confidence, and having victory in that is triumphing over the root chakra, which is your safety and stability issues. It's also the King of Cups, the twins, and the 35 of the Mary Magdalene energy. So the bottom of the deck is appreciation. Also, don't forget to show gratitude. Number 15 is the devil. So you're being shown the shadow side in order to appreciate, right, the positive energies in your life. Don't forget to say hello to your flowers. Okay. So that was the energy deck. This is going to be Metatron. All right, so from Metatron, what is our message today? What do you want us to know from this read? What was the point? What is the takeaway here? All right, just this one was really alone. Let's see, Blue, Madonna, and Mothering. Again, the mother energy coming up. And this can be dark mother, being that it's very dark. The 29 is the Three of Wands. Being present to the moment, right? Going within. And to cradle yourself, like mother yourself. This is very much about cradling your inner child. And there we have the North Star too. Following the North Star, and a little drummer boy comes up for me from that. The need to mother the divine masculine. Action, movement needed. Number 9 is the Hermit. So maybe take a run on the beach or just get some fresh air. Number 9, like after being the Hermit, it's time to get out and move your body. Dimensional Gateway is an invitation. 33, which is the Christ vibration. The 7 of Wands, to stand up for yourself without being triggered. An invitation to come through the gateway. Cards. Yeah, that's it. And just the transformation of the light and dark. Okay, 31 is that expansion energy of the 5 of Wands. The bottom of the deck is family, circles of life. Okay, 49 is the get your wish card, right? To feel like you have this big family, that everybody's family in your life. And just so you can see the cards that came out together. Okay. Madonna, the movement, taking a run. So go within, cradle your inner child, movement needed, and then dimensional gateway and invitation to the etheric realms and the 40 bridge, the rainbow bridge, and then transformation of light and dark to accept both parts of you as a human being and call the light within, right? So this is very much like the Hermit energy. And this is the need to go out and get some sunshine, right? It's like my safety pin analogy of the sun coming in through the feminine, going through the pin into the masculine, and then it closes the pin and seals it with that vacuum energy. And then once the masculine uses up the energy, the pin opens again, and the feminine needs to go out and get more light. So that was perfect for my safety pin reference. And I'm sweating like crazy right now, so there must be some masculine energy out there. All right, let's see here. A quick, I'm just going to do the Kipper deck, and then I'm going to give you a Scooby-Doo card too, because that was good. So the Kipper deck. What's the message from the Kipper deck here? All right, we have Great Fortune. Well, that's a beautiful card to get. Great Fortune. It's number 26, which is the Page of Wands, which is excitement, inspiration, of high honor. And wow, sudden wealth. This is the big wealth cards in this deck. All right, so there's a lot of like hitting the jackpot here of high honors. And this is the masculine read, and look what's coming up next for the masculine, the main feminine, okay, the main female. So masculine's hitting the jackpot, and then after the feminine too is the house. So she may come with a house, and there's your main male. All right, got the main female, the main male, and the house in between them, and all of this good fortune coming in. Okay, the underlying energy is the courtship. I always get the courtship of Eddie's father, and then there's the lovers, an official person coming in, and the man thinking of the woman. All right, that's the underlying energy coming in. So that's really nice. All right, now Scooby. Let's take out one card. I leave the jokers in there because they have a good picture for you guys. Let's see what comes up for you. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? I don't know the rest of the words. Let's see what we have now. All right, what's coming up for Scooby? All right, he's upright. He's juggling the ice cream. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is he's putting the 6th scoop on there. How perfect is that? So maybe he's up to the 3rd eye, he just has to hit the crown. But 6 is also the lovers, and is having playtime, right? He's trying to get those scoops up on top. So he's learning to balance, and he's learning to balance playtime. And this is the Jack. Remember, Blackjack came up yesterday. We also have the 5 of, and this is like, like, you know, giving you his paw, right? This is where he'd be going for a walk, but he's not being led by anyone, right? He's going to take himself for a walk. He's having playtime, and then he's going to do what he feels like doing. He's not going to be led. And that's that 5 of expansion. Well, we don't have 21 this time, but we hit a 20. That's not bad. He's doing the playtime. He's not being led. He's going to do this, and then he's doing the hula hoop, getting some exercise perhaps, and then again it's the same, right? I will not be led. I'm going to look silly if I want to. I'm going to do whatever I want. I will not be told what to do. Being his authentic self, and then that's him cheering himself on, which is good. All right, I'm just going to show you the cards here, and then I'll let you go. All right, there is your underlying energy with the Page of Orbs or Swords. The recent past is the 4 of Cups upside down. That's Page of Swords was upside down too. The Hanging Man was awake today. The center energy is the Ace of Flames. That flame you can see right there. And then we have the Moon is the challenge. The full moon is upright. The underlying energy is there. Crowning is the Star. As we scroll across the 4D bridge, we come upon the 10 of Cups. And that was reversed. And then we have the masculine seeing himself as the Seeker of Crystals. And around him, or how he's seen, is the Tower. That was reversed today. The blocks he needs to clear has to do with the 6 of Cups reversed, right? So any difficult memories or children, or the past returning. And then we end up with the 8 of Pentacles or 8 of Crystals in this deck. We have this, that's upright. The Sun is reversed behind it. And then the Hermit is upright behind that. And then the Knight of Cups is upright there. And then the Trinity, which is the 3 of Pentacles, is upright as well. And then we end up there on the High Priestess. And see, look at the colors, all the purples and blues here. All right, so it's all about the throat to 3rd eye energies today for the masculine. And it's 44. Rise and be loved, guys. Bye.